Hello, this is Edward Black. This is my tribute speech, and this is my audience. How many of you in the audience had a best friend growing up as a kid? Do you remember how you guys met or how old you were? Are you guys still best friends today? For me, my best friend is Ben Jacobs, and today I'm going to tell you the story of how we met and give you an inside scoop of what kind of man Ben Jacobs really is. I'm going to be highlighting our childhood and adulthood together and what Ben Jacobs is up to today. To start this epic journey, I must take you back in time and tell you a tale of how two odd characters became lifelong friends. It was the summer of '96. I just moved to a small town in Indiana, practically in the middle of nowhere. I had this little bike that I was riding around town when I came across this red-haired creature in someone's lawn. As a young 5-year-old kid from a swamp, this red-headed kid drew my attention, so I stopped by to chit-chat, only to be shunned by his father and told to go home. But this small engagement and typical appeal for Power Rangers toys brought two young men together, and now what people call a bromance. Growing up down the street from one another, attending the same elementary school forged our friendship, as recesses were spent chasing girls and playing kickball. The winters would bring snowball fights and high-speed sled races, and during the summers we would spend most of our time fine-tuning our athletic abilities, playing every sport known to mankind. Needless to say, by the time we were in middle school, you couldn't chase the girls away. We had upped the ante by forming our school's first rock band and produced homemade skateboarding videos. As kids, Ben and I were inseparable, and the same held true throughout school. During high school, Ben and I played in multiple bands together, spending weekends practicing and traveling to shows. We also participated in soccer and track together, and most of the time we would spend encouraging and training one another. After graduating high school, we both attended the same college where we'd spend time studying together, which is most important. Ben Jacobs has always been a true best friend throughout our youth, but I can honestly say I'm most proud of him and what he's become today. After graduating college, Ben Jacobs had a hard time finding work. There were times he wanted to give up and quit, but he didn't. With a little bit of luck and hard work, my friend took a low-level position at Nestle and worked his way to the top, where now he is an inspector. He makes a lot of money to make sure the company's ice cream tastes delicious. Ben also took a leap of faith and moved to Fort Wayne, where he found a wonderful girlfriend that makes him very happy. And he also took a chance on a small rock band out of Indianapolis that was looking for a singer, and he had recently played Band's Warped Tour. In conclusion, I've highlighted Ben Jacobs and I's childhood and adulthoods together, and I've discussed what Ben is up to today. I've given you an inside look at a future rock legend's upbringing from a best friend's perspective. So I would like to thank you and say goodnight. This is my audience.